going on, people? What's going on? How we feeling? How we feeling on this beautiful Friday night, 27th of September? The Swerve. It's the Swerve. Let's get into it. Super chats are appreciated. Thanks in advance. Gonna take some phone calls tonight. And welcome to the J.F.K. stream.
They really credit you with bringing out the government part of the corruption.
Well, you know, we expect our criminals to commit crimes. That's what criminals do. We don't expect that from our law enforcement.
Never visit Massachusetts based on this case?
Exactly, because you would go there as a visitor and leave as a felon or something.
Prosecute them and convict them, but they really credit you with bringing out the government part of the corruption.
Well, you know, we expect our criminals to commit crimes. That's what criminals do. We don't expect that from our law enforcement.
Never visit Massachusetts based on this case?
Exactly, because you would go there as a visitor and leave as a felon or something.
How we feeling, people? Katrina, what's up? South Dayton, Ohio. JFK and James. James will be here shortly. Don't worry about it. James is on the check-in. James is coming through. Just waiting on him to check in real quick. Louisiana, what's up? Llewellyn, how you doing? Yeah, so tonight's episode, we're going to talk about the Swerve and kind of explain it. But I'm going to say a disclaimer before we even start. This is all speculation. It's all entertainment. At the end of the day, I understand it's real. I understand we lost John O'Keefe. It's justice for John O'Keefe. We can never forget that. And when I say it's entertainment, sometimes, we swerve off and we might embellish a little bit and make characters up, like call Hank Brennan Beetlejuice. Some people might take offense to that because they want this to be serious. This is a live. Sometimes it gets boring just talking the same thing over and over again like an echo chamber, just hearing things back like a parrot. So I try to put a different spin on it. But I truly believe that the Commonwealth can get creative if they really want to. And they can do things that people will tell you that they can't. The other side, it's funny because the other side, I seen on Twitter today, this chick named Kerry. I don't know who she is. Let me say her name since she wants to out me on Twitter. Let me see her name. I don't even know her name. I think her name's Kerry something. God bless. See what it is. I think her name's, I don't even know. It actually just popped up on my phone. But her name's Kerry something from Southie. I'm going through my phone now trying to find it. I would like to out her, to tell you the truth, because, she talks a lot of trash. She's from South Boston, I believe. I'll try to find it throughout the live. I don't want to hold you. Good evening. How are you tonight? Sheila, I'm doing well. Just going through my phone right now. I'm setting up. That's why I asked you to read my text. I'm almost ready. I'm sorry. Just got back to my house. Well, that's James Jackson. 142 people in the chat. We're pretty. Wow, that's early, too. Kerry Lama. Thank you. Riding the train. Kerry Lama. Hi, Kerry. Kerry. Share this, Kerry. Kerry, take this sound bite. Take this right here. Right here, Kerry. Hi. I want to tell you something, Kerry. You keep taking my stuff. Keep calling me a mob. Calling us a mob. I'm not part of any mob. No, Kerry. I'm against the system, the corrupt system. See, Karen Reed is not guilty. Okay? That's factual. She didn't kill John O'Keefe. Not at all. She didn't do it. Now, on this channel, I do speak on Karen Reed. It's funny, Kerry, that you want to take my content and make a reel out of it, a short out of it, and try to make me look dumb. But I try to look on it from both sides. And when I said that Hank Brennan has superpowers, he does, Kerry. He's got the powers of he's got the power of an assistant district attorney. That's a fact. Google it. He's a special prosecutor, has the power of assistant district attorney, which means is he could turn this case off if he wants. Now, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that, Kerry. I understand. Do you understand he thinks Whitey Bulge is not a rat? If he thinks Whitey Bulge is not a rat, why would he think Karen Reed is guilty, Kerry? And you from South Boston? Wow. So you know all about Whitey, right? Or are you really from Southie? Or you just a girl who moved there? You don't know nothing about Southie. Or maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you're not from Southie. But he absolutely has superpowers. Maybe that's not the way you want me to explain it. You want me to explain it different, want me to be somebody else. See, when you tune into J.F.K., you're tuning into me. That's who you're tuning into. You're not tuning into the other guys. This is who I am. You don't like it, turn the channel. Very simple. But don't steal my content and put it on Twitter and say I'm a mob. Listen, I go into detail how the system works. That's all I'm here to do, is paint the picture and give everybody an understanding how the system works. And if Karen Reed did anything, we know she didn't kill John O'Keefe. But if she did anything, Hank Brennan is going to want to find out the truth. And I keep saying that over and over again. So you just want him to prosecute her and put her in jail, right, Kerry Lama? That's all you want. But what if there is the truth? And the truth is, your people killed John O'Keefe. And whether or not Karen Reed did something wrong that night and she didn't tell us, something minor, it is what it is. But we know she didn't kill John. And that's just a hard pill to swallow, right, Kerry? So you call me the mob, you call me dumb. You say my man James that's on here with me, he's an addict and he's no good, and you're judging people's sobriety, and people say he's a white rapper. One kid said on the thread, he's a white rapper that had colon cancer. That was my description. He's a white rapper that had colon cancer. That's my description. You know, it's funny. You guys are real rigid, man. A white rapper. Okay, cool. Racist, if you ask me. I like to smack that kid up, but he'll never identify himself. Of course not. They'll never make their own content. And then you turn around and say who had colon cancer. Like that's something just to shake off. You just say that in discussion. Just like you think Karen Reed should go to jail for murder. See, you guys want to say there's a mob. The funny thing is you guys are throwing stones at a glass house, Kerry. Stop stealing my content. Excuse me, people. Stop stealing my content. Stop saying stupid things. Stop taking sound bites. Watch the whole live. Watch all my episodes. Sometimes I go off the rails. Sometimes I throw things to the wall. Sometimes I try to entertain. You want to call me a grifter? Okay. Well, blame YouTube. They're grifting too. I didn't create the super chat. YouTube created the super chat. They created the monetize. They did that. They gave us an opportunity to speak, be a different source. So be mad at them. But you know who you're never mad at, though, Kerry? You're never mad at the Vegas police. The Vegas police, the two big guys, they're not big as me. Nah, they're not as big as me. But, you know. But the thing is, you guys don't say nothing about them Vegas police. You don't say nothing about the Vegas police, do you? Don't say a word. They said Brian Albert's a liar. They think they're all guilty. You guys don't put them on Twitter. What are you afraid? You're afraid of the Vegas police? But you're not afraid of J.F.K, huh? You don't have to be afraid. God bless you, Kerry. God bless you. God bless you and the dog in your pic on Twitter. God bless you. And God bless whoever's in the thread calling me the white rapper. You know, I got songs with Method Man, Mac Miller, Paul Wall. Let's see who else. Be Real from Cypress Hill. Mitchie Slick. Mark Wahlberg. Millie's. Who else? Sky Zoo. I mean, it just goes on and on. Static Selector, Terminology, Rex Lane. It just goes down the line of the things that I have done in the industry, in the hip hop industry. So to call me a white rapper as if my career was trash, you need to Google me some more. You need to Google me some more. Because honestly, in the hip hop game, I'm pretty popular in the underground hip hop scene. If you didn't know, I don't like to pat myself on the back, but it is what it is. I did amazing things, Kerry. Amazing things. What have you done other than steal my stuff and flip it? Thank you, Kerry. God bless you. We're just waiting for James. Where you at? Maybe she's a McCabe or an Albert. Maybe. You know, maybe she is. I try not to, Kelly Hill. I try not to. Janine, I appreciate that. It's not a pity party. I'm not trying to be pitiful. But I just didn't like that one thing when they said he's a white rapper, which is stupid. But when they talk about the colon cancer, that affects me because it's only been 3 years. 3 years right now, this October, that I've been cancer free. God willing. God willing, I got to get a colonoscopy this year. God willing. But the thing is, when I was going through that, it was a life or death situation. And it wasn't even about me. It was about my kids. So when you say something like that, I think about my kids. Then I get weird. I get real weird. Get real bugged out. Compulsive thinking, Kerry. Yeah. Yeah. But you want to fry Karen. See, I don't want to fry Karen. I don't want Karen to go to jail, but I want the truth. I want justice for John O'Keefe. That's all. Sometimes people say, hey, JFK, you're going too hard on Karen. I get it. I don't give her a pass. I don't. I'm probably the only person that does this, that don't give Karen a pass, because unfortunately, John is not here to give her that pass. And I'm not saying I'm speaking for John, but just like there's two Tupacs, there's two Karen Reeds. Spaces in time. 2022 Karen Reed. Now there's 2024, 2025 Karen Reed. So I speak on that time, that January of 2022, of what happened that day. If something did happen, because I don't know, it's all speculation. Read the title to this video. It's speculation. And all I'm saying is, if there's anything that Karen could have done, if she did anything wrong, Hank is and will get to the bottom of it. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Based on what I read about him, based on what I investigated on him, based on what I heard through people who came through my emails that worked with him, lawyers and things like that, probation officers, people hit me up, man. And it gives me an understanding of who he is. So, I would hope that Beetlejuice, Hank, is going to get down to the bottom of it and just bring the truth to it. And if he doesn't, then he's just a piece of shit, period. And we're just back into square one. So I'm just looking on a positive note. Praying for you. Hope all goes well. Your diagnosis. Wish you all the best. I'm good. No diagnosis, please. No, I'm good. Every 3 years, I got to get a colonoscopy. Once you have colon cancer, it's every 3 years. So I got to go. It's the last time I had one was 2 years ago. So my year's almost up this year. So this July is something I got to go sometime in 2025. But yeah, I just don't like the colon cancer slander. I mean, that's, you got guys, I see these other guys that just talk about Turtle Boy and say he's rigid and this and that. And you guys do the same thing. You guys do the same thing. You can't have your cake and eat it too on both sides. We can't think that Jen McCabe's a liar, but she's truthful about one thing. We can't think that Higgins is a liar and think he's truthful about another thing. The people on the other side, they think that the young jerks, J.F.K., that we're this mob and we overlook the truth. But yet, and we're mean to the people who don't support Karen. I got Jeff in my chat every night, Jeff Williams. The guy thinks Karen should fry. And dare I say, I'm kind of turning Jeff Williams. Have you seen it, people in the chat? Jeff Williams is turning. Jeff Williams got questions only because I gave him respect. And maybe he will turn, but we all have questions. But you guys can't say that you guys get tortured and then you guys try to torture us on Twitter. Twitter is just a nasty, nasty place. I don't recommend anybody to be on Twitter, to be honest with you. Let me see what's up with James. Excuse me. How we feeling tonight, people? No, you're not, buddy. Hold on a second. I'm gonna leave you with no, you're not, buddy. Excuse me, people. James is crazy. My father is a survivor. God bless your dad. God bless your dad. Jeff Turn, ha. Carrie Lama blocked me on X. I have no clue who she is. Never heard of her. I must have said something really good. I mean, it's just, I can't believe they steal your content. Make your own content. Do your own video and talk shit. Like, I don't care if you do your own video and talk shit. Why steal my video? You know what I mean? And get views off of me. People are watching me. You're giving me promo at the end of the day. I could take it. I got thick skin. I've been in this game a long time on the internet. I started out on this internet way back in 2000. I know exactly how this internet stuff works, So I got thick skin. But when you say colon cancer and just talk trash about it as if like that can't happen to you, like I got colon cancer because there's something wrong with me, it could happen to anybody. And it happens like that. Change your whole life, flip your whole life upside down. Upside down. I appreciate all the love in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for James Jackson. See, I sent him a link. He's probably clicking on links from like three months ago, this crazy dude. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. Oh, there he is. There he is. James Jackson's popping up. This crazy guy got me rambling. Yes, Nicole. MySpace era. Before that. Oh, let's talk about that. James was amazing with Miss Shorty, so raw and unfiltered. Much respect, and I love his faith in God. Well, mic check to the guards. Here we go. There he is. You got to unmute yourself, buddy. There we go. Where we at?
I'm dealing with everything tonight. I come home, my computer's not, everything was going crazy. I just got back. I told you my brother-in-law's birthday. So we celebrated a little bit with him, and then I tried to get home to do this. Yeah. What's going on with this? I came in, I could hear you talking about someone's using content, talking about your colon kit. What happened?
Well, they're using us. They took a screen record of us. Said that you're a drug addict and I'm a wannabe white rapper who had colon cancer.
Wow.
Unreal, right? It's like, come on. And it's like their identity. Who are these people? And it's like, I'm not even trying to be a tough guy, but come on, identify yourself, player. What's your name?
Right. Identify yourself in the chat. I mean, we're not saying it to be like disrespectful and come at you. We just want to know who you are. You see us. I mean, I see people say, J.F.K, come back tomorrow. Like, you dropping our locations in our cities. You know where we're at, unfortunately, apparently. So just, show your name. Show your shit. Fuck out of here. Pack it the fuck up. How about that? I'm in a mood tonight, Jay.
Oh, James is open. James Jackson is open. Let's get busy for a second, man. If you guys had one word, just one word, just one. Yeah, just one. If you had one word to describe James Jackson, just one word to describe James, what would it be? Come on, 270 people in the chat. One word to describe James Jackson. Let's go. Hey. Come on. Ooh. Nice. Yes. Okay. Cutie.
Thank you.
Get the door.
Oh, yeah. Yes, man. That's crazy. So who shared it? Who shared
Look
that?
at that, though. Before we go any further, I'm sorry, James, but they're going in, huh? They love some James.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, Kerry Llama from Twitter, because you're watching apparently, and whatever. We'll give you some shine. You don't want to come at me. I got missiles that you can't even see. But anyway,
got nukes.
You want to call James names and me names. Look at all the love that James getting. They think James is amazing. Amazing.
Hey, I was just on a show in Australia. Where were you? Llama girl? Is that who? Is it the llama?
Yeah, James. So let's segue off that. How was your show last night? Did anybody in the chat watch James last night on Miss Shorty? Shout out Miss Shorty. Tell me how that was.
It was obviously it was different from what we do, but it was relaxing. She was very like we went with it. She was open to what I had to say, and Miss Shorty is just one of them women that she's been through some shit. At a young age, she lost her husband. R.I.P. to Miss Shorty's husband. And it's tough, and to get on that subject of grief and losing people you care about and losing people you love, and to say something to sink as low as to talk about someone who survived colon cancer. Call me a drug addict. Call me a piece of shit. You know what? I'll give you my phone number and you can call me all those things, but don't say stuff like that, man. It's just uncalled for at the end of the day, Jay. But I got a lot of love, and it was good, so I liked it, man, and I thank you for that. You already know. But
yeah, how did you feel after that? Did you feel that you got something off your chest, got to speak about it?
Yeah and no. At the same time, it was like Um, speaking about it still is like, I guess, like, after really seeing the symptoms of grief, there is a there is a common symptom. This is science, people. You guys all want to talk about science. Um, this is science. There were 7 symptoms, and I didn't know that until yesterday when I was doing my research before the show. I just happened to look, find it, and anyway, I went into it, and so yeah, I'm dealing with that. But I feel like someone asked me last night, "Have you been paralyzed by this situation?" And I said, actually, in the beginning, yes. And it was probably right before we went to New York last. So that was what, almost a year now. We went in December.
Yep, I want to see you.
So you saw how bad I was. And then after Christmas, it was still hard for me. Let me 3-4 months, but I'm coming out. My faith is getting stronger. The world's working in mysterious ways. And it's faith. It's my faith in God, and that's what I firmly believe. And
Absolutely, my man. I love it. Grief is hard to share. It's raw. So tonight, we're gonna touch upon about the Swerve a little bit and kind of just get the context down and just come up with a way to explain it. I don't want to
misinterpret what we're
I don't
saying.
want to misinterpret it, jump off the rails. I'll give
Right.
you some parallels. Last night we was on Miss Shorty's. I probably did about 200 burpees last night, so I was wilding out.
He does too in the gym. He'd be like, "You
Yeah, I
want to go
was.
to the gym?" I'm like, "Nope."
Yeah, right. And I was amped up, because usually I'm behind the controls, so it kind of paces me. You know what I mean? When I'm doing what I'm doing right now, reading the chat, controlling it, putting things up on the screen so I can slow down. Last night, you guys hit the play button, and I just was on one.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
hey man, it is what it is. We all get manic sometimes, and I'm just real passionate about it because, I just think that people just don't want to see things for the way they are on both sides. The
right.
people who believe that Karen's not guilty, obviously, that's all of us. I want to be clear one more time. We totally believe on this channel that Karen Reed is not guilty. We totally believe that. But we are where we are right now. We're here. Hank's here right now. He just popped in. So he's watching and he's gonna take all this stuff in. So we got to question what he's gonna think when he sees things. When Lally explains things to him, how's he gonna look at it? How's he gonna interpret it? So I'm just trying to give you some context to that. That's all.
And Hank is watching. But no, I mean, you never know if Hank is watching, or like you were saying, like a distant cousin, or somebody. Like, you want to hear how crazy this is, and you guys laugh at that. I was telling J.F.K. this yesterday. Well, actually, I think I might should I keep that story to myself about the Uber driver?
Yeah, you can go ahead, say that. Hey, you know what's
Yeah.
crazy too? My man Jimmy was on the show. He was out there on the North Shore, and guess who he ran into today?
Oh.
Jogging. Yannetti.
You
Jogging on the
see?
beach. Yeah,
So
jogging on the beach.
you people that want to go in on us real hard, like harsh comments, just be careful. I'm not making no threats. Let me just make that clear. I'm just saying you never know who you're gonna see.
Never know.
You never know. But so no, I was in an Uber and this man just started speaking to me, and from what I could see, I would have thought he was Hispanic. I never would have thought he was Haitian. So he said to me, "Wow, man, this Massachusetts is getting crazy." He just started talking about it. So I let him go. So I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, you see the news?" And I said, "Yeah, I see the news." He said, "No, my friend, he was on the news. So what he was talking about was the Haitian um, man who went forward, talked about
Mm-hmm.
how he carpooled in with Garcia. What's his
Yeah,
um, Enrique Garcia?
Enrique, yeah.
Enrique.
The state
So
trooper
this
who died.
man, yep, they
The young
carpooled
state.
together,
Yeah.
and so this was his roommate. Now, He's said he's only been here 6 months. So I said, so what did you say to him? And he goes, I told him, no more news, because the news keeps, I guess, going to this man's house, like
So
trying
he
to.
was roommates with this guy.
He's roommates with the family. Yeah, he's living in their house.
It's
So I
crazy.
was like, wow. I couldn't wait to tell you that when we talked on the phone today. I was like, isn't this crazy how just the universe aligned and put like this guy, like out of all the Uber drivers I could have gotten, I get this guy. It's just so crazy, and that's where we get back to to segue off real quick with my beliefs and my faith that this doesn't happen for no reason, people. There's definitely someone else controlling, up there.
Yeah, someone just said I had too many too many numbers in the phone number that I got up on the screen right now, and I thought, damn, I did something wrong. But if you guys want to call in, let's just take some phone calls off top, and then we can get into some conversations, do a little different, man, and see, because some people might want to leave early. It's kind of late, but it's Friday night, and the phone lines are open, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear, what do you think about Hank Brennan? Do you think he's here to cause chaos for Karen, or is he here to fix things? I don't know how he's going to fix them. I have a swerve that I'm going to let out tonight. I kind of said it last night on Shorty's podcast. Towards the end, I kind of got it right. But as I was trying to get it together, and that's the thing. When you're having a chat with somebody, you're having a chat, because I'm right here in the chat. I'm looking at everybody in this chat. I try to take everything that you guys say, what I hear, try to come up with an idea, because I know one thing about the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. They can get real creative how they charge you. And if they can make something stick, they will.
Yes, absolutely. They would indict a ham sandwich, like we say. That's what we say here in Mass. Someone said last night,
hey, Catherine.
Protect and swerve.
What's going on? What's going on? Can you hear her?
No, I can't.
Well, this is J.F.K. Yep.
They can't hear her.
I got it. Uh-huh.
They really.
She's innocent.
Yep.
And it's just crazy. What makes me angry is all these people that think that she's guilty. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but they have no brains.
You can hear her, right, James?
Yeah. I can hear her now.
Where are you calling from again? Tell everybody where you're calling from and what's your name one more time. I'm sorry.
I'm Catherine White from Arizona.
Arizona, okay. And you think that Karen Reed is not guilty, and anybody who thinks she is are out of their minds. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'll say it that way.
Nice. Do you have anything else you want to say? If you had one word to describe Karen Reed, what would it be?
She's the most strongest woman I've ever seen. Because if it was me, I don't think I could handle it.
Okay.
I'm just saying I couldn't handle what she's going through now. And them trying to retry her again? With what evidence?
Well, unfortunately, there is ways that they're going to try to manipulate it, but I don't think she's going to be charged with murder. She'll be charged with manslaughter. But I have a swerve, so if you stay tuned for the rest of the night, I'll explain my theory on what I think, how they could get out of this, and see what happens.
I don't think she should have been prosecuted for any of it.
And I agree.
Call from
Linda.
I agree with you. Hello? You there? Hello? Oh, I lost you. I'm sorry. I lost her. You have anything to say about that, James? She thinks anybody who thinks Karen Reed is guilty is crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, yeah, I guess you can look at it that way, but there are questions. I mean, so you can just say that. It's very, I like to say bland. Yeah, right. She's not guilty, but why do you think she's not guilty? That's a question. me.
I understand.
From Linda.
Call back,
Hey,
Linda.
hey,
Hi,
how we doing tonight? Who we talking with?
this is Linda from Maryland.
Okay, from where?
Maryland, state of Maryland.
Oh, okay, Maryland. What's up,
Maryland.
Maryland? What's up?
My accent.
Okay,
Yeah, you mentioned, a minute ago about Brandon, the lawyer that Mercy, has hired to bring on to the team for the next trial.
Hank.
And I believe Hank Brandon, that's it. Hank Brandon.
Hank Brennan. Hank Brennan.
Say his name. Tell
He
us.
has quite a reputation,
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of experience. I think like 30 years experience. And he has represented some big cases like Whitey.
Oh yeah.
That Whitey, he was a crime boss, I believe, in I guess it was in, I'm not sure where it was, but I know he was on the run in Florida. I think he was living right under their noses. And
Santa
one of
Monica.
the FBI agents that were supposed to prosecute him helped him to escape.
Allegedly.
And so, but anyway, I think that Marcy, has hired him for a job. And I know what he says. Like, I don't go by what people say. He's going to try to take Karen out. That's what I believe. I don't think Marcy would bring him in there and go through all that because already the Commonwealth of Massachusetts there in Canton looks ridiculous. I mean, it's a hit and run case. And he has to call from outside help to do a job that his DA couldn't do. And plus, I've heard that he's being paid an astronomical amount of money to take this case. I think it's close to $1 million.
Where'd you hear that from?
He's not. I heard it on oh God, what was it? One of those YouTube channels that I watch. I forget which one. It's a well-known one. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But he's and of course Karen's lawyers will probably have been paid that much as well. That's why she's probably bankrupt and selling her home. I read somewhere in one of the papers, on the computer that her house is up for sale. And she probably needs the money for the attorneys because now she has She has 3 attorneys now: Weinberg, Jackson, and Yannetti, and then also Little. Oh, that's 4. So that's 4 attorneys.
Yeah.
So no, I think he's hired. He's going to do a job. He's not going to go in there. I don't think he's going to come out and say, "Oh, well, the evidence doesn't show it." And then they had such good witnesses. The biomechanic experts, the dog experts. And what I think that they're going to do is they're going to hire their own because they certainly can't use Paul. What was his name? Trooper Paul. They certainly can't use him. He was ridiculous. I mean, my God, I could have done a better job than him. And but that's what I think is going to happen. Now, what I do think, though, because I think he has a brain, he's an intelligent man. I think they're going to drop 1 and 3, and they're going to take her in and try to get her on the manslaughter charge. That's what I think, because they don't have the evidence for murder. She deliberately backed him up and hit him, and they just don't have the proof. All the evidence was tampered with, everything. Plus, what was his name? The one that had her phone with all the photos he was going through, Proctor. He had her car out, driving it around for 45 minutes. Who knows what he did with that? They could have stopped at it. When they picked up the house at her parents' house, they could have went right down the street and dropped it off where it was better equipped to, take in all the information. No, they drove it in a snowstorm to Canton. I mean, there's just too many things where the evidence had been tampered with. Solo cups.
I appreciate your phone call, and we're going to talk about it. So hang up, and me and James are going to talk about it. You can just hear what we got to say about your phone call.
I will. Well, thank you so much, and I really enjoy you two guys. I think you're great.
And we enjoy you, and I appreciate your time and all the support. Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Right. Peace. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. I love it. I love
love.
it.
All love.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? The love. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to unpack there. She, Linda from Maryland, believes that it was all a setup, and she believes that Hank Brennan, James, what do you got to say?
Well, I mean, she said they would have to. He's going to drop it to the manslaughter. If that's the case, then she would be charged with hitting Officer O'Keefe, John O'Keefe, right? She'd be so she would have to admit that she hit him. I mean, or she would be charged for hitting him. So now, if you're saying that she hit him, did she kill him? Like, which one was it? So you mean he died from just that? So it's, but for that one's is just like where I'm at with that. And the other thing is, I don't think he was brought in by Morrissey. I don't believe that. I think that Hank.
No,
Brennan,
he was. How you think he's brought in by who?
Well, no, I know he was. I don't think he was brought in like for the money. I should say. Like that's what I meant to say. People keep talking about the money. I don't think.
I could dig it.
You know.
From
Kevin Keene.
Kevin, you're live with J.F.K. and James Jackson. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
We're all right. How you doing?
Good, man. I thoroughly enjoy your show. I think you guys are two of the realest people covering this whole thing. But that said, I want to keep it about common sense.
Go.
So when we talk about the witness testimonies, all the defense's witnesses, which they only use 6 of them. So let's be real. They knew what they were doing. They only had to use 6 experts. Now, the prosecution, none of their experts were more qualified than the 6 experts for the defense. The defense had one guy who was really underrated that no one talks about, was Dr. Sheridan. People should go back and watch him because everyone talks about the ARCA doctors.
Which one was he?
He
What
was
do you
the
look
older
like?
dude. He's like
He's
an older pathologist. He's from Ireland. He was born in Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I know
was.
who he is.
Yep.
Yeah, that motherfucker has like the most underrated testimony of all the experts that came on for the defense.
Yeah, that dude looked like they unburied him or some shit. Like he came from like artifacts.
Yeah, he's
yeah. He was ready though. He was the Walking Dead, ready to talk.
Yeah.
no
Beatles
reason.
But
to
yeah,
lie.
no, and he did a brilliant job. A lot of people should go back and watch him. And the ARCA doctors, of course, they were brilliant. They knew what they were talking about. But like I said when I started, it all boils down to common sense. Like you don't have to have a degree in physics or biomechanics to look at those pictures and know a car didn't do that to him. And I know that sounds ridiculous to some people, but it some things are just common sense. And then when when it's collaborated by the prosecution, and not only the prosecution, but not only by the defense witnesses, but by the prosecution witnesses too, when it's collaborated by them, none of the experts other than Trooper Paul could come to the conclusion that he was hit by a car. And now Trooper Paul's testimony largely depended on the key cycles, which Alan Jackson completely tore that to shreds. And if people go back and watch the key cycles too, they don't add up. Those themselves in the prosecution's own testimony proves that he wasn't hit by the car.
Indeed, my brother. Indeed. So let me ask you this: if you had one word to describe JFK and James Jackson, what would it be?
The one word thing. Yeah. Honestly, you know what? I made a comment earlier in the live that I said, notice the multiple people saying the word real when you asked us to describe your friend James one word.
Nice.
There were multiple people that used the word real.
Nice.
And that's fitting for both of you guys. You guys are very real, and it's very cool, and I love your background. I love hip-hop. I have a podcast. I've actually had a couple. I'm not trying to plug it, but I had a couple of people on from the Free Karen Reed on my podcast. It's called It's a Hard Rock Life. I've had comedians on, rappers, musicians. I'm from the South Shore. I'm a traveler.
Are you familiar with my crew? Are you familiar with Static Selector, my whole crew? Slane?
No, I'm not, but I know a lot. Yeah, I know Slane, and I know a lot of the rappers that you dropped. fucking yeah. I'm an old hip hop head. I know a lot of underground rappers.
Nice.
And I should know that crew by name, but I do know Slain and yeah. But
nice.
I don't know. What are the odds that I could ever get you to come on my podcast?
Well, listen, why don't you hit me up in the inbox on get at me on go in my bio on my YouTube and wherever you want to hit me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, hit me up and tell me who you are, just let me know it's you and I'll get back at you.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, man, no question, man. I appreciate your time, sir.
All right, take care.
Peace.
Take it easy.
Nice.
That's dope, man. Love, man. That's dope.
It is dope, man. It is dope.
What do you say? Go ahead.
He's from the South Shore. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say. You say South? I wasn't sure, but go ahead.
No, he thinks, the common sense. It is common sense that she didn't hit him. We all know that. But the thing is like, is there something that she did do? I'm not saying that she did anything.
Well, wait till you hit my new theory. You're gonna say, whoa.
Yeah, I hope it's really, it's got to be good though, James. It can't be crazy.
I mean, listen.
Jason Voorhees ain't coming, is he? Freddy Krueger? You gotta
he
relax.
No. This one, we'll save it for
No. Yeah, let me know before you say that. You're gonna get us canceled, bro. Oh shit. Nah, but the thing is with the whole Karen Reed thing is just like, let me give it a parallel real quick. And I'll bring this up for the people to understand. I'll try to make you understand. Let me get some comments up here real quick and see what the chat's saying. This is going to backfire on Morrissey. Remember, the feds told him not to go forward with this case, and he ignored them. Brennan will have access to all those facts. He has the power of an assistant district attorney. I truly believe that he's going to do the right thing myself. Great point, Coco.
Yes.
Kevin, free Karen Reed. He just was on. Peace to him. Good dude. He's a grown man. He should have had enough sense. She's not his mummy. Well, okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But that's not justice what you're talking about. The guy's dead. If Karen Reed was dead, let's put the shoe on the other foot. Say it was Karen Reed, she was the cop, right? And he was on trial. Would you be saying that he's not her mummy?
Listen.
Call from
Rock from Chicago.
Hey, what's up, man?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, you're live with J.F.K. and James. What's going on? Hello. Yeah, you're live with J.F.K. and James. What's happening?
Yeah, hello. This is Rock from Chicago.
What's up, Rock? What part of Chi-Town you from?
I'm here.
I said, what part of Chicago you from?
Yeah, I'm right next to Elmwood Park.
Is that the south side?
It's the west side.
Oh, okay. What can we help you
with? Right off Grand in Harlem.
All right. What can we help you? What can we talk about tonight with you? What's happening?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, don't you think Brennan knows everything about this case?
Yeah.
I do. I think he does, but I think he could know something we don't know. There's some things behind the scenes, right? Like there's this mysterious text, right? Now, not to say not to say what Proctor said was right, because he was wrong talking shit about Karen. That was just unprofessional. But the word has it, the reason why he talked that shit is because he found the text message in her phone saying, I hit him. I just didn't think I hit him that hard, to her attorney, and they couldn't use it because it was attorney-client privilege. So if he knows, if that's really true, I don't know if it's true or not, but if that's really true and Brennan knows that, he's going to want to get down to the truth, and he's going to want to have some type of repercussion on Karen. Not to say repercussion meaning to lock Karen up, but I think he's going to want Karen to get on the stand and speak her truth and just let it all out. And
you feel that's going to be one of the things he's going to concentrate on?
I truly believe that, because if you listen to what he said about Whitey Bulger, he wanted to put Whitey Bulger on the stand. And even if Whitey implicated himself in 20 murders, he didn't care. He was going to put him on the stand just to tell the truth, to out the feds and be like, look at the way they were working. Whitey was never a rat. He never had no card. He never worked with them. They were giving him information. and he was willing to implicate his own client. So he's all about the truth. Now that could be, I'm going to speak on this, Swerve, if you stay locked in, or you can hit it on the replay crew, but I'm going to speak on what I think. And there's a way that, you know, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts or anywhere in the world, they get creative on how to, you know, how to get justice, so to speak. So that's what I think. What do you think, my man?
I just don't know how he's going to change what his buddies, so-called buddies, established in that trial. But I also get what you're saying, that we hope he comes in here and gives it that twist that we need.
For sure.
I've been watching this since day one, so I am so vested in this, you know.
Do you think Karen, let me ask you this, bro, real talk from Chi-Town. Do you think Karen knows something more or did something more that night? Do you think that there's something missing that could kind of make this piece together? Because here's the thing. On the defense, you know, the next time they go in there, if there is a trial, if they go in there, you know they're going to concentrate on that video at the bar, right? That's going to be their main thing. They're going to just, that's going to be the whole thing. The fight, there was a fight from the bar at 11:58, the 12:20 text, and that's it. I think that's what they're going to concentrate on. So based on that, do you think somewhere in between there that Karen knew something? I'm not saying she did anything wrong, but did she see something? She could have intervened. Did she hit him by mistake?
There's no way.
No, but what I'm saying is, like when she was pulling off and he got out the truck, I'm not saying hit him and killed him, but did two things happen at the same time? When she pulled off, did he hit her truck or something with his hand? Did something happen where he was angry, and she just, because she never mentioned he was angry, and that kind of went in the favor of the piece of shit Commonwealth, because by her not admitting there was no anger, right? It kind of made you think, well, there was no fight, but was there anger? Do you think that?
I absolutely think there was no fight from the waterfall to Fairview. Absolutely not. They didn't have enough time. They didn't have enough time to get that heated.
Well, I'm saying, you don't think that when John was on the phone with Jen McCabe, I mean, we could just look at her face and get mad.
True that.
True that. You know what
True
I mean?
that.
But what I'm saying is, he was on the phone with her. He was on the phone with her for one phone call, 44 seconds, and another phone call for like 30-something seconds. So with that,
did Karen know who he was talking to?
That's what I'm saying. Did that spark a fight? I'm not talking about a fight with it. You know, I'm just talking about where she sensed that there was some type of drama about to go down. Meaning the next day she could have just said, hey, listen, when he got out the truck, he was feeling froggy. She said, no, it was nothing like that. And that was in the favor of the Commonwealth. I'm not going to say hiding something because that's like too harsh, but was she advised not to say anything?
I don't think a conversation in the car had anything to do with what happened to John.
Okay. Well, listen, my man, I appreciate your time, man. Call again, brother, and thanks for watching.
I will. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for all the good work.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Man. Appreciate it.
All right.
James, you want to touch on that real quick?
Yeah, I think differently. I think she did know. I think she knew something was up. It doesn't take, I mean, we knew from just watching the video, she was there in person. We knew from seeing the video something took place. There was just from, I mean, we're using sign language because we can't hear. She could hear what they were saying. I mean, that's something you relate to the police. That's just my opinion. If you care about somebody who died.
Now, should we let her get a pass for that? You know what I mean? That's my point. Like John O'Keefe he can't come alive and forgive her. So we got to hold her accountable for that. And my point is, that's not for me to judge her. I'm not judging her at all.
But Hank might.
But Hank might. I go by the name of J.F.K. He goes by the name of James Jackson. And,
we just like to keep it real over here.
Some people don't want to hear the truth, and I understand that. But Beetlejuice.
They really credit you with bringing out the government part of the corruption.
Well, we expect our criminals to commit crimes. That's what criminals do. We don't expect that from our law enforcement.
Oh.
No.
I just had to bring that back. I had to bring that back to the people in the chat. 326 people. That's how Hank Brennan's thinking. You know, let me put that phone number back up for the people. All right, who we got coming in here? Going.
What's up? Thank you, Lynn. Are you on the phone, Jay?
Hey, Karen, what's going on? You're live with J.F.K. and James. How you feeling?
Can't hear it, Jay.
All that well, but still proud to have him here in this area. But my thing is that I just wish people could kind of like look back and see, like, there is no way that law enforcement, retired or not, and lawyers are going on and being creators and putting their names out there if there wasn't, definitive and things that were factual. They would not be putting their lifelines, their careers, and their reputations on the line. This is so 1010% corruption. And, I think it's just amazing that there are people that are willing to speak out about this. And I love that, like, that there are people that are, like, willing to stand up for what's right. And I want to say a shout out to both of you. Thank goodness that you're doing well and you're in remission. God bless you. And I'm really, recovery is a beautiful thing. It's a journey. It's an individual journey. I'm a licensed alcohol drug addiction counselor for the state of Massachusetts. And God bless you. And God bless my boy here. He should be proud. Props to him 100%. And yeah, keep this fight going. We need more.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. And you said you're calling from Malden, right?
I'm born and raised in Malden, but I'm living in Swampscott now. So Yanetti's my neighbor.
Oh yeah, someone just said
He's not on my street. He's not on my street. He's like he's two streets over.
One of my buddies was down in that area today, and they seen him jogging.
Do you know what beach was it? Do you know?
Yeah, it was probably Kings Beach, Lynn Beach, Swampscott Beach.
Swampscott line.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, it wasn't probably Mission on the Bay end. It was probably the other end, because Mission on the Bay end kind of smells. So it's probably the other end.
Yeah, but that's he was probably just getting his running. Well, actually, matter of fact, he was a little further down. I don't want to say where he was, but he wasn't in Swampscott and he wasn't in Lynn. He was in the next place, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, he's in Marblehead.
Oh, well, you just name dropped it. Oh, shit. Trying to keep that secret.
Well, yeah, I wasn't thinking that. I was like, well, of course we know how the beach runs. So,
oh, man. You're gonna get us canceled. Damn.
No, I won't get you canceled. Not at all. Yanetti's not afraid of jack shit. Yeah,
Yannetti seems very thorough.
I don't know him personally, but I think that I don't know about this Hank guy. I'm kind of confused about all of it. I don't know. I think it's shady as I can't say stuff on air, right? But shady is we get that Morrissey. I don't know how. I just don't know how these people sleep at night. But more so than if you were not guilty, wouldn't you be 100% out there defending your family and getting airtime? I would be out there making so much noise saying, "Don't bring up my family. We didn't have anything to do with it." Why are they just all crickets? Unless they're on like social media.
Well, listen, we appreciate everything you just dropped, and what we're gonna do is, because James, you can't hear James, we're gonna hang up with you, and me and James are gonna talk about that. Why don't they go on social media? So, click off and listen to what we got to say, and I appreciate your call.
All right, you take care. You guys keep it going. All right, God bless.
God bless you.
Bye.
Yeah. So, James, she said, why ain't they on social media sites talking about their innocence?
Well,
for one, For one, they're guilty.
Right. That's number one. But yeah, I mean, we could say, why isn't Karen on sites talking? I mean, her account.
I mean, she got a murder case. That's why.
Yeah, but exactly my
I mean,
point.
she got a murder James. She got a murder case. We can't.
Right.
I know. We can't keep trying to go in on Karen.
No. But I'm saying, just for the other side, she asked, why ain't they on? And I agree with that. We said.
I
This
mean, they
before.
never been on one. They never been on one site, bro.
Never. They never.
Here.
They never try to defend
Accept,
themselves.
press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
You live with J.F.K. and JJ.
Hey.
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 My name's Pierre.
What's up, Pierre?
Pierre.
Hey, you pronounced it right. Not much. I'm just working and listening to you guys.
Nice.
Awesome.
Well, that's awesome. Where you calling from?
Maine.
Maine. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So, you know.
What can we help you with?
Well, I was just listening to this and I was thinking that what you were saying, I was in Shorty's chat the other night and you were talking about, you know, whatever went down and that, you know, Karen maybe didn't say everything she knew, which frankly, I don't blame her because I feel like that's really intimidating. Like,
it is.
You know, I could see how you'd be like nervous to even keep speaking to anyone actually, but so I think there might be something to that. I don't think she's guilty at all, but I just think that you're not far off base. I mean, he's going to try and find something. And the only way to get ahead of that is to, like, I don't know, put her own, whatever it is, out in front of it, I would imagine. You know what I mean?
I do.
So I don't know if that means putting her on the stand or, you know, maybe divulging some other information or whatever, but, like, you don't have to be a saint to also not be guilty of murder. So
let's be clear. You know, JFK does not. I made a song called "Read Between the Lines." Karen, read between the lines. I'm 100%. I'm 100% that she didn't murder anybody. But we're at the Hank stage. Beetlejuice is here.
Yeah.
So he's looking at everything, and I'm saying if there's anything that makes her I wouldn't say implicated, that's the wrong word, but if she did anything wrong or she's seen anything and she didn't speak up, he's going to want her to speak up. So it could be an angle to where, you know, he's going to want her to step on the stand if he makes this go away. So it could be something that he talks with Yannetti and Alan Jackson, and he kind of makes a deal with him on the low because they all talk the same language, right? And he says, listen, you know, maybe we could get her on the stand. And, you know, and she could tell her truth, but she has to get on the stand and say exactly how it was. I just don't believe that it was the way she said it was. I mean, I find it hard to believe based on the video, based on the evidence. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And I could be wrong. And I have no problem with saying that I could be wrong. And James, he could be wrong too. And he has no problem with saying it. But we're just trying to give it, you know, throw it out there to the masses out there that, honestly,
be prepared.
Honestly, it's like basically by being, you know, she has a murder case, but the murder case is going to get dropped. I would say about a 70% chance the murder case is going to get dropped. And now the manslaughter is on the table. I think she should get on the stand. But when she gets on the stand, she needs to draw the sting. Just like the other lawyer said in the past episode we did, draw the sting, meaning just come truthful about everything. And that might make everybody feel a certain way if she just says something that you wasn't expecting. But with that being said, I appreciate your phone call, and we'll get call again anytime.
All right, dear. You have a good night.
You too. James, you want to touch upon that?
No, I'm sorry. I just had to take a break for a second, step back. This guy in the chat, you know, just had to pray for him.
What's wrong with him?
He's just going in. The chat's got him, though. It's all good.
What's he saying?
I don't even know. He says something. I'm just love you.
James, you gotta stop. You gotta stop caring what these people say in the chat.
Yeah, nah, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Just
Who we got tonight? J.F.K. here. How we doing?
Hey, this is Rhea from Somerville.
What's up, Rhea?
So good. I've been following you since I saw you on Mike Crawford's show.
Yep.
I think you guys are amazing. I wanted to comment on a few things. I've been following this from the beginning. There is no way that Karen hit John. If you look at the very beginning, when Jen McCabe took her back to John's house, she was trying to buy time. And if you listen to she put in Karen's head, did you hit him? Maybe you hit him. Maybe that, and her being in that state of shock of losing a loved one. And then if you listen to Turtle Boy's interview with the juror, all the jurors who found her guilty, they concentrated on the drinking and driving. Two of them said she was drinking and driving. We got to find her guilty of something. I think Jackson and Unetti, they need to focus on that blood count and try to do something with that blood level, because she wasn't brought in there for drinking and driving. Was that those tests even done legally? Is there a HIPAA law? She wasn't brought in there other than for her father calling for her concern when he talked to her that she sounded suicidal. So I think what they need to do is really focus on the amount of drinks that I forget who it was, Yuri, or who claimed how many drinks she was. How do you know those weren't waters with a shot of vodka? The bill was only $45.
Well,
They can see McCarthy's came out today. All the paperwork's on all over the internet. You can read
that's some good information. So the bill was only $45, huh?
$45.80.
That's good to know.
And then John had a bill, and even today, if you look up I think Turtle Boy, I think Sean on the Gulf has the paper that was filed today.
Mm-hmm.
The family went after the two bars, trying to sue them. Well, if you see the comeback today from McCarthy's, they're fighting them big time.
Okay.
Karen wasn't drunk. Like I said, I think they need to focus. And another thing, my opinion, I think after hearing about the jurors, we don't need engineers. We don't need people in there on a jury that have master degrees. Get all us normal city living people who grew up in the streets, who have common sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have a 4-person, I'm an engineer, and if you don't have that personality, like I make up my mind, I'm Italian. Nobody's gonna change my mind. You get a few weak women in there, you got this engineer 4, and then 2 of the jurors wanted to tell, who's the judge bitch name? I can't remember.
Canoni.
Canoni.
Phony
And the 4-person says, I'm the only one who can speak. That 4-person is only someone who can take notes.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee this attorney who's coming in, he said in his statement he wants a fair trial for everyone.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that he's going to give her a fair trial? Do you think that, or you think that it's
yes.
That's what you think?
Yes. I think what's happening is Morrissey still wants to be King Tut, king of the fucking meatball piece of shit. He wants to run the show. He can't run the show anymore. There is no way that this attorney coming in is going to put his reputation on the line to play into their games. I think he's going to come in. He's going to look at all the witnesses, everything going on. He's going to drop 1 and 3.
Now, it's going to get dropped before he's going to drop it, though. She's going to go to Supreme Court, and they're going to drop it.
I think it was already
said. It's going to be dropped, but we just found out that they're hearing it in Supreme. Unetti and Jackson and Weinstein's appeal was approved.
Yeah, it was approved.
Did you see all that paperwork?
It's coming up, right? Like in November or something, right? Yeah,
I think
they're going to drop that.
The new attorney is going to drop it before it goes to that stage.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. I already heard. Listen to Turtle Boy, and then I don't know if you know on podcast Dave and Kim.
Yeah.
They got inside information. It's going to be dropped.
Yeah, they got inside information. Everybody got inside information.
Right.
But I mean that with all due respect. But I'm just saying that,
Oh, Turtle Boy only comes with receipts.
I mean, I'm not saying he don't. I'm not saying that he don't. But now Turtle Boy's saying that he's gonna drop it.
Well, there's a.
Because last time I heard about Turtle Boy, someone told me Turtle Boy was gunning at this dude.
Yeah, man.
Was what?
He was gunning at someone told me.
This just came out yesterday. There's a podcast guy, Dave, and he works with Kim. And he has an attorney friend, and he comes with receipts. And this all just came out this morning that they're going to get rid of that 1 and 3.
Well, look, at the end of the day, whether Hank Brennan gets rid of that 1 and 3, or that 1 and 3 is going to be gone regardless. So if Hank don't do it in October, it's going to be done in November.
The manslaughter, just my opinion.
So what's he going to do with the manslaughter? What's he going to do with the manslaughter?
The drinking and driving is going to kill her. They got to do something.
Wait a minute. So let me ask you, right? Because you know, you're doing real good tonight. So let me ask you this.
Thank you. I'm nervous.
Yeah, you're nervous, but you're answering.
I grew up in Winter Hill in Somerville, and I'm
I do. Winter Hill again. Yeah, my father's from Somerville, but Somerville,
really?
Charlestown. Yeah, he grew up in the projects over there in the back of Market Basket over there on the
I got a lot
Fellsway.
of friends too out there.
In Somerville?
Yeah, in the back of the Fellsway Market Basket over there, right by Mass Ave. Them projects, the bricks.
I lived right behind the brick jungle, Haley School.
Yeah, that's where I think that's where he. Right by Tufts University. That's where he was at.
Yeah, on Mystic Ave.
Yeah, Mystic Ave.
That was a brick jungle.
Yeah, I know. I used to go there when I was a kid. Wild.
I used to go to St. Polycarp's, and I used to have to cut through the brick jungle.
Yeah. That's where my dad's from, man. That's why he was a mental case. But anyway, so here's the deal. What exactly are the charges that they're trying to get kicked that they didn't find her guilty on? Exactly.
1 and 3.
What were they though? Exactly.
1 was first-degree murder.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, go ahead.
And the third one was leaving the scene.
Okay, so now you're saying that he can what?
It's gonna leave number 2 manslaughter.
Yeah, so manslaughter, and then what? He can. But now he can try to get it for drunk driving. You said.
Well, that's what's on the charge. What happened?
Oh, the manslaughter with the drunk driving. Yeah.
When they first went into the jury room, it was not guilty on 1 right off the bat, not guilty on 3. 2 of the jurors, one that was interviewed, said that the jurors were saying she was drinking and driving. We got to get her on something.
So they were confused.
So it was 6-6. And then after this foreman, they came out. They had a question. When they went back in, the foreman got it up to 9-3. So what they need to focus on, that's what's going to kill her.
That's what's going to kill her.
Focusing on the.
They're focusing on the
killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to focus on. And I talked with nurses. I talked with people in the medical field. They don't even think that that's legal what they did to her. She was supposed to sign. You know, she wasn't brought in there by the police for drinking. She's in there as a precaution. You have to sign paperwork to have your blood drawn.
I don't know about that, though.
No one at that point even thought. If you watch Nurse Kim, who's on these lives, she's highly intelligent, and she's working on all this right now. And she's always on with Sean with the golf.
Yeah, I was on Sean's show. I'm trying to find this dude to kick him out. All right, so he's gone. What's he saying? 42-year-old who's all beamed out. He brings 0 to the show.
Who said that?
Guess
He's
what,
still
buddy?
going?
Who said
that? Is that what he said?
Yeah, hold on
this
a second.
Dude's... Listen, man.
You yelling at me?
No, don't say nothing, bro. He's gone. He's done. He's out of here. I just kicked him out. He's gone. You'll never see him again.
Okay.
So, bro, hey, relax. Obviously, it's somebody who knows you or knows like where we're from, and he wants to jump in and be a scumbag. But guess what? Now you're on the outside looking in. Go ahead, sweetheart. Take me out of here?
I am?
No, not you. He's talking crap to James.
Oh. Usually I'd kick his fucking ass.
That's right. The jungle, baby.
I get in my car and run his ass over.
Oh, she'll hit him with the Lex.
Hit him with the Lex.
Oh,
Hit
you know
him
why?
with the
Because she's a
Lex.
warrior, dude. She's a warrior.
Kick the cockpit door down. I am not the chosen one.
That you speak of.
Streetwise, we're the ones who got it.
Say that again. Say that one more time. I don't think my man James heard that. Say that again.
We're the ones that are
I need you
down to earth.
Go ahead.
We're down to earth with dope.
No, you said we're the most down to earth street guys in this game. What were you saying?
Yeah, most down to earth, street smart.
Nice.
Common sense. We're the people they need on the fucking jury.
Woo!
We know what's happening out on the streets. That fucking Jen McCabe, that horse-mouth bitch.
Oh!
All right, I pulled up to my sister's house.
It's getting
crazy. And there's a dead cop on the lawn. I'd be banging on their door, screaming for my brother-in-law. She's a lying piece of shit, and I'm gonna be her pen pal when they put her in jail.
Nice. Well, listen. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
I gotta go.
What's your name again?
Ria.
Ria?
Yes.
Hey, we appreciate your phone call, right? And call again sometime and we'll chat it back up. I appreciate you.
And I'm an old lady. I'm 60 years old.
Hey, you're not an old lady. Come on, stop it. 60 ain't that bad.
It was nice to talk to you guys.
Yeah, you take care, okay, Ria? And enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Have a great night.
You too.
Have a great night, Ria.
Hey, we'll get back on when they dump those drinking and driving shit. And I'll tell you, I was right. Remember, Ria said it.
Absolutely, Ria. We got you locked in. One love.
Not forgetting you.
So you want to speak on Ria? Ria's not playing games. She had your back, James.
Oh yeah, she part of the not fucking around crew. Yeah, she touched on a lot, and she was on point. She was sharp, man.
She was sharp, and the reason why I had to repeat insert in these charges or whatever and hear it from somebody else, because I don't want to be the guy that's always speaking. It's good to hear from other people and see their thoughts. This is your chat. If it wasn't for you people in the chat, me and James Jackson, we'd have nothing to do. So much love to everybody in the chat and holding us down, giving us information, talking to us, giving us love. We love you back. I try my best to get everybody up here to let you guys speak. So much love to you guys. And now that adds to my point that I'm going to get to when I hit my summation at the end of the show, but we're going to keep taking some phone calls. But yeah, the manslaughter. But there's a way to make this go away. Stay tuned on that. We love Rita. We love Rita, they say. Okay, so we were getting some super chats in here. They kind of flew through my radar. Let me try to pull them back up real quick. I'm chasing down super chats in this chat. So we got a 199 from Leah. Love Nurse Kim and you guys. We love you too, Leah. And feed is what's going on? A $20 super chat. Massachusetts is very blessed to have you two speaking out and keeping things real. Love and respect you both. God bless. And feeders, you know what? You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate your love for sure. Latina. Karen Reed, consent to taking her blood. The results should have never been allowed in Jackson. Will shut it down if there's another trial. So this should have been consent, she's saying. Okay. She also said something else in here about the I'm trying to find it. She said something about, I think Latina said something about the text on the super chat. I mean about, I think it's right here, right? Where is it? Let's take this call. Mary, you're live with J.F.K. and James Jackson. How can we help you tonight?
I just thought I would call and let you know that you're not wrong about trying to guess or anything like that on what could it possibly be with the text. My opinion on the text is where she was told by her supposedly friends that she might have hit him, could have hit him or whatever. That she was telling that to the attorney, that she might have clipped him or something, because that's what she was being told. that morning. Being hysterical, you get told lots of things and it stays stuck in your mind. I'm still traumatized by things that were stuck in my mind 5 years ago, and I still can't get them out of my mind.
What happened,
So, and
sweetheart?
I honestly,
You want to talk about it? You all right? Everything okay?
oh yeah, I'm fine. This is
Okay.
my
All
first
right.
time calling in, so
That's
just a little
fine.
bit nervous.
Yeah, that's all
But
right.
Okay.
Take your time. Take your
Take
time.
your
Settle
time.
in. You're rocking with JFK and James. We love you.
Mm.
Where you calling
I
from?
don't want to take up too much of your time.
Where you calling from?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I figure being this far out, but I've watched the trial from get to go, and I honestly think that she didn't do it. I honestly think that she let him out. Um, to help read somebody on knowing if they're lying or not, their pulse will increase and their pupils will keep dilating if they're lying.
Mm.
But I honestly don't think that she hit him. I think she let him out, like she said, because when she gets home and she's on her voicemail, you can hear her heels clicking on that floor in their garage when she's calling back to get on to him or whatever at that party. Or to me, it looks like he was beat up.
No,
I
he
mean,
was
he
beat
looks like
up.
a boxer's face. I mean, I watched Rocky Balboa.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, and 3. The Russian.
And the dog marks. I had a German Shepherd, and they do leave bite marks like that.
They do.
And if my mother-in-law was still alive, I would take a picture of her leg from where it bit her.
Mm-hmm.
The fangs will hit first, and then the baby teeth, I call them baby teeth because they don't hardly get nothing. They like pinch and drag. And then if you look at the elbow, the 2 puncture marks, and then if you look at the forearm and upper arm, that's from the claws, from where it bit the elbow and the claws. And in my opinion, I think she probably knows a little bit more than what she's saying, but she's probably not allowed to say anything, because I wouldn't doubt if he wasn't working an undercover case with the sexual assault thing with that one woman, the
Well, what
Sandra
about?
Birchmore.
Let me ask you this. But what do you think when he was leaving the bar? When Higgins was leaving the bar, throwing up his hands, yelling at John? You don't think that made John upset? You don't think John wanted to speak to him?
Oh yeah. If he's anything like these boys around here, oh yeah, they're gonna tit for tat, confrontation. Like she was just chatting with me or texting with me, and now she's here with you. You know how? To me, I look at it as like teenage boys bickering back and forth, and like meet me here, and he probably went to go there to confront some more, and that's the reason why I say he was beat up.
But do you think Karen should have said something? Should have just said something right off the bat? She tried to cover her tracks. She didn't want the text messages to come out. I mean, that's what it seems like. You think she should have just said right off the bat what it was, and maybe we wouldn't be in this mess? What do you think about that?
Who's to say she didn't? We
Who's to
don't
say
know because
what?
he's not here.
No, I'm
That she
talking
told
about,
him.
no, she should have told the police that I was talking to Higgins. I
Right.
dropped him off. Higgins, he got out the truck. He was mad. Instead of saying, I don't know what happened. He got out. She said on 2020, he got out the car and he walked
Yeah.
away and I drove away. She didn't say on 2020, he jumped out the car pissed. You think she should have said
No,
that?
she was waiting on him to text back or something, and then
That's
she
what I'm
just
saying.
left.
Like, do you think that Hank Brennan is going to want to hear that out of her mouth before he makes any move? Because Hank Brennan's all about the truth. I think he's going to want her to admit to that. I mean, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
she needs
Like,
to. If that's the truth, she needs to tell the truth. I mean, the truth is stand when nothing else will. And if she
bingo.
really don't want to see jail, she might want to tell the truth.
And Hank Brennan, that's how he moves, man. He moves like that. This guy, he wants it all. He doesn't want it halfway. But listen, I appreciate your call, and I'll call again anytime, okay? And let's chat it up some more.
Well, thank you. You
Thank
all
you.
have a good night.
Thank you, girl. Peace and love.
Bye-bye.
What a great phone call. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Latina. I'm an RN. There's no way her BAC was that high from 12 a.m. Very easy to make it higher. They could have put rubbing alcohol, Listerine. It's a big defense attorney used in DWI cases. Okay. Latina is kicking facts. Latina actually dropped something about the text message. She said that she thought he could have clipped him. I guess that's what she said to Yannetti. What do you want to you have anything to add to that, Kentucky? phone call?
Shit. Now I'm forgetting what she was talking about. Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. So they all want to defend and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but does she think it would be wrong about the text messages? And they say, oh, that's all kid stuff, or I call it, little boy high school stuff. But was that high school stuff when the kids was home? And I always go back to that because to me that's
All
very
right, whoa. You gotta be clear. What was home?
when the kids were in the house and she told Brian Higgins he should have stayed that night, even though the kids was there and John was sleeping. I just think that was very disrespectful. And nobody speaks about that. They all just they don't want to
Well,
hold
what
her
if he did
accountable.
go back? What if he ended up going back? Imagine that.
Right.
Imagine he went back there and John woke up and seen that.
Seen it?
John might have a murder case.
Right. Exactly my point.
Or what if one of the kids woke up and seen it?
Even worse. Even worse. That could have been, she played with fire.
Yeah.
She
Well,
definitely
that's
did.
what we're here to say. We're here to say it's free Karen Reed, justice for John O'Keefe, justice for John O'Keefe, free Karen Reed, whatever how you want to play it. But at the end of the day, John's gone. He's dead. He's in the ground. And here's the thing I want to tell everybody in the chat, 303 people. Listen, there's two Karen Reeds, just like there's two Tupacs. There's two Tupacs.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not familiar who Tupac is, I'll break it down for you. Let's take him to Tupac. So
Let's do
there's
it.
two Tupacs. This is Tupac. This is Tupac in 1991, 1990. Look at him. African roots. All around the world, the same song. Yo, clowning with the underground. Girls used to frown. Now they come around, gas me when they ask me. Now they ask me if they could kiss me. Him and Humpty Hump, R.I.P. Tupac and Shock G. They're both gone now.
Legends.
Shock G, Humpty Hump. This was Tupac in 91. Pay attention, people. This is Tupac in 91. This is the digital underground Tupac.
You believe in God?
Certainly.
Believe in Death Row East. Believe in that, for real. That's it right there. But if you believe in strength and numbers, we already run the streets out here.
And that Tupac you just seen right there in the last clip with Suge Knight was the Death Row Tupac. So when we're speaking on Karen about come to the house and all that, we're talking about Karen Reed from January 28th to 29th of 2022. We're not talking of Karen Reed of 2024 going into 2025. Be clear.
Right.
Be clear, people out there. She could have had twins. Been a year. Over 365 days, she could have had twins. In 365 days, she could just be learning, become a mother. Her twins could still be on her boobs, breastfeeding right now. She became a mother. No longer does she want to go out and drink.
Nothing.
She's taking care of her kids. She's going to Target and grabbing Halloween decorations. She can't wait for Christmas. But guess what,
Elf on the shelf.
Guess what, people? The Commonwealth don't care. When she goes to court in January 2025, they will lock her up for what she did in January of 2022 and take her away from her kids. J.F.K., James Jackson came here to talk about the system, how rigid it is. They don't care she became a mother. This could have happened. This is what we're talking about. So when we speak on Karen, we're speaking on Karen from 2022, not Karen from 2024, 2025. No difference from the parallel from the 1990 Tupac to the Death Row Tupac. He was playing with fire. He got shot. In 1990, he was having fun. Karen, in 2022, James said it. She was playing with fire. And here we are. So I just want to be clear. And if you're going to take any sound bites, take that one. Appreciate it. Let's get back to the phone calls.
Absolutely, JFK. Well said.
You know, how we feeling tonight, people? We doing all right? Are we doing okay? You know,
Someone said she's on trial. She can't talk. Well, she could have. She could have in the very beginning. She could have talked. She could have said what happened at the
but yeah,
bar.
she's on trial. She's on trial. She can't talk, no question. We get all that, but you know, here's the thing. My thing is this: is he gonna put her on? Is he gonna make a deal on the side and say, "Listen, we're gonna just do the manslaughter case, but we want Karen to get on the stand. Karen got to get on the stand, kind of like a proffer, parallel to what Higgins did. She got to get on the stand and tell the whole truth. And if she does that and implicates them and frames it perfect and does good, then mid-trial, maybe Hank Brennan will dismiss the charges. Now it puts Brian Albert, Higgins, Jen McCabe in a pickle in a corner, and they're freaking out. Now the case got dismissed. And now they don't know what to do. Now they're running to Hank Brennan to make deals. And there's two ways to get creative to get justice, because now Karen Reed put herself out there. Karen Reed put herself out there. She told exactly what happened. She wasn't afraid. She drawed the sting. She said I was with Higgins. She told the truth of what happened at Higgins' house. She told the truth what happened that night when John got out the car. If there's any truth, I'm not saying that there's nothing else, something else happened. But if there is, Hank Brennan's going to want to know it all. And she says everything. Now he gets justice for the family. Makes sense. Now, she might be looked at different in the public eyes, but she gets a consequence. He dismisses the case. They're in a pickle. They come running to Hank Brennan's office. People start snitching on each other. People start getting indicted. And here we go. Is that the swerve?
That could be the swerve. I mean, it makes sense because Hank's in it for both. He's in it to find justice, and he's in it to get, the dirty cops too.
Call from
Joanna.
Hey, who we speaking with tonight? You're live with J.F.K. and James Jackson.
This is Joanna.
Hey, Joanna, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
We're fine. Where you calling from?
Saugus.
Okay.
Nice.
What you want to talk about?
All right, you guys are cray-cray.
We're cray-cray?
I don't think. Yeah, but I'm saying that in a funny way.
No, we know what that means. It's all good. We're hip.
Listen, Karen Reed has zero interest in Higgins. She was just toying with him.
Okay.
No way she was interested in him. Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
You really think there was that was a big, that didn't mean anything to me. Those texts meant nothing. She was just playing.
She was playing? But here's the thing. Joanna, right? From Saugus?
Yeah.
Probably used to go to Roller World, the Palace, Joanna, didn't you? Well, listen, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter the way she felt. It matters the way John O'Keefe felt when he found out about it.
Thank you.
He found out, really?
No, well, what I'm saying is if
he said
did,
he found out.
He said
he said he saw some texts.
Go ahead. James is talking. James said he's seen some texts. He's seen that she was acting funny. I said it in the Snake Bitten song. I know about that night at the Pats game. You was real comfortable, and that's lame. And when I bring it up, you act strange. That's okay. I ain't saying no names.
No names.
But he let it go because he knows he was acting up in Aruba, and he knows he kind of caused that. But did he know the extent of it? Did he know that she went behind his back? Now, you can't have your cake and eat it too, ladies. You keep talking about how he was mean to her in Aruba and how that made her feel. How do we know how it made him feel if he heard about Higgins? So it doesn't matter what she felt about Karen, what Karen felt. It matters, did it spark a beef? And obviously it did at 11:58 when Higgins is throwing up his hands. What do you think about that?
Yeah, but Karen and John look absolutely fine on the video there. They didn't look like they were fighting to me.
No, they weren't. But Higgins was, though. Higgins walked Higgins walked right up. John O'Keefe walked right up to Higgins and gave him a hug, hey, what's up, buddy? I know what you've been doing.
Yeah.
And Higgins became unhinged. And by 11:58, At 11:32, he's texting Karen with John in the bar. That's straight disrespectful. You texting a dude's girl. So now he's doing that. What if John's seen the text? Then at 11:58, he's telling John to step outside. Then at 12:20, he's saying, "Are you coming here?" So no matter how you look at it, Karen talking to Higgins caused all this shit. Doesn't matter if Karen didn't care about Higgins. That don't matter.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Good point. It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I don't think that she cared about Higgins. She was playing games. But that's a lesson to you ladies that
Right.
want to play
Exactly.
games.
That's it. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Playing games.
All right.
Joanna, do you play games?
Yeah, but listen, I still think he got out of there. We all know he was just beat up in that basement and dragged outside later. Bottom line.
Absolutely, he was. And the question is, what do you think Hank Brennan's going to do? Is he going to go for Karen's neck, or is he going to try to save Karen or save the day? What do you think?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing we know for sure, Joanna, is that we don't know.
Can't trust anyone nowadays, it seems like. So it's really in the justice system, so that's a tough one to answer.
Can't
trust us. You can trust us.
But
Joanna.
I think, like, you guys are thinking that she should understand. I don't agree with that.
No, we're saying what we're saying is that Hank Brennan is going to want her to go. The way Hank Brennan, right, is going to set this up, my opinion, he's going to get at. See, the Commonwealth does funny things, creative things, how to get around laws. And I can make parallels all day. So how can he get around this case and get them and get the truth out and get them arrested? How can he and make the Commonwealth look good? They get creative. It's like art. You see the way Yannetti speaks. My man speaks like he's in a poet contest. You know what I mean?
You
like
guys
he's
are so good. I love you guys.
We love you, Joanna.
You guys are awesome. No, honestly.
Do you want to go to roller skate? You want to go roller skate?
You want to go to roller world?
Can we play the Palace? Can we play Salt and Pepper? Push it and just take it back in the day. Oh, Joanna, we love you, Joanna. But what I'm saying is, it's a game. So a way that Hank Brennan could do this is he talks to his boys, right? Yannetti, and JJ's uncle Alan, and he talks to him and he says, "Listen, get Karen on the stand, tell her to tell the truth, even if it implicates her for drinking and driving, even if she admits I was trashed. It don't even matter because that's not what we're going after. We just want her to say the truth. How John got out that car to put the fight on them. Then mid-trial, I'll turn around and wave the white flag and say the Commonwealth wants the motion to dismiss. We ain't going forward with this. All of a sudden, everybody's in an uproar. Hank Brennan pulled the plug. Brian Albert, everybody's scared. They start running to Hank Brennan. Hank Brennan's controlling the show. They all get indicted. A couple of them get deals. And then there you have it. The state prosecuted the case. The feds are out the picture. Justice gets done from the family. Now they get justice in all ways. They heard Karen's side of the story. They heard the whole story. At the end of the day, Hank Brennan's game is he wants the whole story. Because you know why? He wanted people to know Whitey Bulger wasn't a rat. He even wanted justice for Whitey. So with that being said, he's going to want her to say the whole truth. And I don't know what the truth is. I'm just like I said in the header of this is speculation. If there is any other truth. But if there is, he's going to want it all. And then he'll pull the plug and the fix is in. That's how they do it. The fix is in and everybody gets justice. And the Commonwealth comes out shining. That's a way they could do it. And, I don't know if it's
good.
I'm all right.
I'm
all right. You know what I'm saying? You want to meet me on
Route 1? No, honestly, that makes a lot of
Joanna,
sense.
Joanna, you want to meet me on Route 1 at the 24-hour Dunkin' Donuts and grab a coffee?
Yeah, sure.
Oh!
Let's do it.
Got a date.
Let's do it.
I'll be in the white act. Yeah.
So listen, you guys are awesome. You give us such good insight.
I appreciate your time, Joanna. Call anytime, okay, sweetheart?
I will. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, one love. Wow. Joanna.
Brought it back. Roller world, Jay.
She took it back. We're going wrong. Push it.
No, push it.
Push it good. This is only for the sexy people. This is only for the sexy people. And you know
so
how we do it.
I see a guy, Ronnie, in here who said, I believe it was Ronnie. Anyway, he said he works for Lexus, and what I say to you, Jay, I saw this before, and he said those lights don't break like that. So that's
I'm sorry, James. Josh Levy interviewed all witnesses himself. Josh Levy read all the text messages. How do you think he reacted when he read Julie Albert's offer and Proctor a gift? I mean, shit. At the end of the day, I think he's saying, listen, you guys got to fix this. And that's why Hank Brennan's there. You know, and if they don't fix it, then the feds are going to come in, right? We can only hope. Latina. Now, what type of Latina are you? You're Brazilian, you're Puerto Rican, Dominican, Colombian, Latina. That means you're, Tato. What's going on? Kamate. You know, but thank you, Latina. I appreciate your time and all the super chats, man. You've been great. I really appreciate it. Kaloon, let's fucking go. Jay and Hull. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, you gonna buy us drinks, Jay? The fuck, dude?
You want to meet the Kaloon?
Yeah, you gonna buy
You gonna get the pooping platters, huh? Couple of Stellas for the boys.
Man,
the kid James can't even make a sentence. Oh,
Becky.
Hey, you're now live with J.F.K. and JJ. How we feeling?
Doing good. How are you guys?
Oh, that's great.
We're great.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was just wondering, because of the timing on when Jen said she was doing all the texts to John, and Karen was home, so I don't understand why they didn't bring that up.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
When Jen McCabe was saying how she was doing all the dialing to John's phone that night, wasn't Karen already home?
When she was texting who? When she was texting John?
Yeah.
When Jen
at the
McCabe was texting
12:41.
Yeah, she was already home. And that's the thing. That's another swerve. Because the last time she had eyeballs on John O'Keefe was at 12:31. She said she's seen at 12:29 they talked, but she says on the phone it was for 8 seconds, but she says the phone call never went through. At 12:31 she said pulling back at me. She said the last time she had eyeballs was at 12:31. The very next time she texted him was at 12:40. So 9 minutes went by and she looked out the window and she said the SUV moved. But a whole 9 minutes went by. So my question is, did another SUV pull up? Because a whole 9 minutes went by. So you don't know in that 9 minutes if someone else pulled up and she thought it was her SUV and they pulled up to the same spot. We don't know. Because like I said, by 12:36, like you're saying, Karen was home. So at 12:40, she claimed she looked out the window because at 12:31, she said, pulling back at me. And when he never pulled him back of her, she's like, what's going on? And she says she looked out the window at 12:40 and she seen the SUV pull up. Well, that's impossible because Karen was home at 12:36. But from 12:31 to 12:40, which is 9 minutes, went by. She looked out the window at 12:40. If she's saying any truth to it, then she's seen an SUV. 9 minutes went by. That gives plenty of time for another SUV to pull up. And if it's any friends of the family, they're going to pull up in that same spot by the flagpole, and they're going to go through the side door down into the dungeon.
Exactly. Very good. Thank you so much for explaining.
Absolutely, sweetheart. Call again anytime.
I will. You have a great night, hon.
You too.
Bye-bye.
We're making people happy here, James. We're blowing people's mind. That's what we're doing because let me tell you something. JFK really gets into this case, and my man James. This is how we do it, right, James?
I'm gonna blow your mind right now. I just thought of something.
Go for it.
What if this is all true and Jen McCabe did see another car so remember how we always get to it was on site, right?
On site.
It was on site. Karen got, could have taken off. The shit happened with Officer O'Keefe. He went down. They dragged his body in the backyard. Karen circled the block, came back around. Jen looks out, sees Karen. The dude pulls up, sees Karen by herself. She's texting John. John's not answering. That shit could have happened too.
James Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
James Jackson.
It's all crazy games,
Part of the corruption.
Well, we expect our criminals to commit crimes. That's what criminals do. We
How
don't
we feeling,
expect
people?
that from our law enforcement.
Oh! 303 people in the chat. Free Cameron Reed, free Cameron Reed. Come on now. Come on. How we feeling, people?
Hey, me.
How we doing this Friday night? How we feeling, people? Yeah. Look at him. He thinks he's a boxer.
Thinks he's a killer, stone cold killer.
Look at him. Let's take it, to one better. That really blows my mind. We're not losing our mind when we know for a fact that Karen didn't do this. We know that, and one of the reasons is you could just look at this right here, and that she didn't do it based on this right here. Wait for this to pull up.
But yeah, man, I was just thinking, she got scared and she could have circled the block and came back thinking the fight was over.
Yep.
Ooh.
Let's do it like this. We got a call from Leah real quick. Leah, what's going on? How you doing? Okay, hold on. I just got to add you to the chat real quick.
Wait, am I live?
Yeah, you're live right now, Leah. Go for it.
No, go ahead. You can ask.
So what do you feel about Hank Brennan?
I actually have faith in him.
You have faith in him. Did J.F.K. have anything to do with that?
A little bit.
A little
yeah,
bit.
You reinforce that.
We reinforce it. So how you feeling tonight? Talk about it. Go ahead.
I'm good. I've been involved in this since day one.
Right.
I'm from Marshall.
Oh, wow. You're right next door.
Right.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
And this summer, we had an experience with Kerry Roberts in Hemrock.
What type of experience was it? So what happened?
Her kids were telling my kids to get on their knees. They were telling my kids, my boys, get on your knees, say you're sorry.
For what?
Nothing. My kids are from Marshall.
No, but what was it?
Well, why was she saying
throwing eggs at them?
Throwing eggs at your kids? Why? Because they said free Karen Reed?
Yeah, my 13-year-old boys. I'm the mom of the football team.
But what were they? What were they doing? They were saying free Karen Reed?
No, they weren't doing anything. My kids don't know who Karen Reed is.
So why? But why was she? Who was throwing eggs? Who was throwing eggs at your kids?
The older boys from this whole Canton crew.
Oh wow! I'm sorry to hear that.
For no reason.
Damn, that's horrible.
We ended up calling the cops. It was a big deal. And so poor John O'Keefe's family. So I went to high school with a Rizzitano.
With who?
With Jen Rizzitano, John O'Keefe's cousin.
Okay.
And she was like, please tell me that wasn't you and your kids. I'm like, no, it was us. But we didn't do anything.
So Karen Reed's innocent, 100%, right?
Beyond innocent. I watched these animals.
Wow. So you had an up close. So Kerry Roberts is a mental case.
She doesn't remember what she's doing. She's so drunk. She had no clue where her kids were.
Okay. Well. So what you want to say in closing? If you had one word to describe Kerry Roberts, what would it be?
Trouble.
Terrible?
Trouble.
Trouble. Okay.
Yeah, I feel bad for John O'Keefe's family that really wants justice. I really do.
Do you think that Karen Reed is saying the whole truth? Do you think that she held anything back?
No, I think Karen says too much, but I think she's innocent.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think that she held anything back, though? Anything?
No.
You think that they knew that you think she knew that there was going to be a fight if he went to 34 Fairview? She overheard some things, seen something?
No, I don't. But if you knew now what I know, I know where she's coming from because I've seen these animals up close and personal. Really, it was terrible. I have videos. I have.
Wow. How long have you been locked on the JFK?
Atrocious.
When's the first time you came upon my channel? How'd you find me? And James.
I found you a long time ago. We're friends on Facebook.
Oh, are we? All right. I'm going to go find you and hot everything that I see.
Yeah, we became friends a long time ago.
Nice. Okay. Really?
Ask
I'm not
her
even going
if
to
she's
ask you your
friends.
name. Inbox me and say hello so I know who you are.
I'm
Ask
already
her-
in your inbox.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll send you my number. Yes, you know who I am.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Cool.
Do I know
Yeah,
who
so
she is?
does James know
But
you?
I genuinely feel sorry for John's family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I
listen.
don't know Jim. No.
I appreciate your phone call, and we're gonna go into wrapping this up. But I appreciate call anytime. Okay, sweetheart.
I will.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right. Thanks, gentlemen. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. She's in your inbox right now, Jay.
Kerry Roberts is no good.
No good. She's an egg thrower.
Yeah, that's crazy. And and with that being said, I just want to go into this real quick. Hank Brennan. James, can you do me a favor and do the honors and take Hank on the tour, please?
Let's go, Hank. Here we are. Hey, oh, don't touch that, Hank. Now you're welcome to the dungeon. Ooh. Hank's pulling out. Nope. Nothing to see here.
Let's take him back.
Nothing
I'm
to
sorry,
see
buddy.
here.
I messed
You
up.
know that
Hold
I
on a second.
had.
I want you to take him on the tour. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, I was just thinking, Hank's got to go knock on the people who own the house now and say, "Hey, listen, I got to do a little walk through in your house."
Take him
That's
on the tour.
crazy.
What's going on here? What's going on, James?
Hey, so you got a couple of guys fooling. What's this? He's
What is
just
this?
grabbing your arm. Brian, what's he doing there? Are you itchy? Are you cold?
Chill out. Chill. What are you doing, man? You're blowing up the spot, man. You're drunk.
Hey, stop it. Enough. I'll get him there. Let's go, my brother. Listen to my brother.
What's this right here, James? What happens here? Come on. You coming out here?
Come on. You coming out? Here, take my keys. Brian, take my key. Yeah. Here, hold
What
my
happens here,
keys.
James? What's this?
Hey, come on, let's go. Right now, me and you. Oh yeah? Let's go, tough guy.
Uh-oh.
All right,
What's
look
this?
at Karen sitting there like nothing's going on. And there goes the heel toe. And you guys that say Karen didn't see, you guys say, no, I don't think Karen knew anything was going on. You don't think she knew what was going on? I mean, I'm narrating this for you, and I'm speculating as I'm narrating just for entertainment purposes only. But Karen's sitting right there. Karen's seeing John do heel toe.
Oh, he just walked in the house, dude.
Oh, man.
Oh,
There's the
what's going on
Rex.
here? Oh, welcome to the dungeon. We
Welcome
got
to
fun
the
and games. Oh, Hank, come on.
Come on, Hank.
Come this way. Come down
You're
here.
welcome.
Come down here.
Yeah.
Come on, come down here. What do we
This
have
is
down here,
where-
James?
This is where we, work out. Oh.
We got 185 on the rack.
Yeah, they do.
Why are you acting like a tough guy?
185.
You're in my house. Lower your tone, John.
Yeah.
Calm down,
Told
dude.
you.
Relax, man. Yo, shut.
Hey, what I tell you? Bro, it was already on. I don't even think there was no talk.
It was on site. Oh, what's this?
Yep.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Officer John
O'Keefe.
O'Keefe.
R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe. R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe. Here we go.
Yes.
We're backing out, Hank.
Hank's
Here he
backing
is.
out.
Wait a minute.
Wait, where'd he go? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I don't see
know.
nothing.
Yeah, where is he? The craziest thing though is how. Look at how close that is to the house. There he is, right there.
On the curb. Look, now you're backing out.
I mean,
7
shout
people
out
left the house.
the house. This is the real house. It looks smaller. The microdots, shout out to him. It's fire, his video, but you can tell it's not that far from the house. And he was saying, I didn't hear all these cars pull up. I didn't hear fire engines. I didn't hear. And he's a first responder.
John O'Keefe's body was there from 12:31 till 6 a.m. and no one seen his body. And 7 people left that house. Never mind people driving down the street.
Well, that's the thing. That's why it couldn't have been. It was placed.
Well, with that being said, people, I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. All my replay crew, watch it, share it with your friends. We love you too, the replay crew. Everybody in the chat, remember, at J.F.K. Show Off at Cash App, J.F.K. Show Off, Cash App, James Amaral Jr., Cash App, James Amaral Jr., money sign, James Amaral Jr. If you guys want to throw James something, JFK Show Off on Cash App, Super Chats, any love.
Appreciate
Watch the
it.
video, read between the lines. If you're on the replay crew, try your super thanks. Hit the thanks, his little money sign, hit that, man. Whatever you want to help your boy out, it is what it is. We appreciate you. Keep your notifications on. Hit the like button before you get up out of here. Leave a comment. Talk to us. We love each and one of you guys. This whole case been what? It's been
Snake.
It just has, man. It really has. And
from the very beginning, man.
And with that being said, we up out of here.
See what they talk about. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Life keeps going by, please tell me why am I living? Poison in my mind, losing sight now with this blind vision. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Call 911, officer down, don't make a sound, there's an officer in the house. All I can feel is my phone vibrate. Wish it was here, not sitting at my place. Who let the dogs out? Someone closed the gate. It's cold where the broken face, please Lord, not today. Laying on this grass, I can hear the snakes. Wish you would've told me he was feeling the way when he sent you that text. Seen the fear in your face, then he texted me too. Coming here, then you drove away. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Life keeps going by, please tell me why am I living? Poison in my mind, losing sight now with this blind vision. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've
never visit Massachusetts based on this case?
Exactly, because you would go there as a visitor and leave as a felon or something.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
What are your qualifications?
Kids picked me. You didn't have to, but you picked me.
Well, I attended Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively.
What do you think?
You think I'm qualified?
Well, you know, we expect our criminals to commit crimes. That's what criminals do. We don't expect that from our law enforcement.